Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Today's episode, I'm still a little bit annoyed after last episode, however, today's episode is about finding out who we are going to manage in Spain. As you can see, we're no longer in charge of Dortmund. I have officially just resigned there, and we're going to first just have a look at who is favourites to take over. Guardiola and Patrick Vieira are both unemployed, which is unfortunate. Graham Potter's at Atletico Madrid. That would be the great one to go to there as well. Look, lost the Champions League final 4-0. I'm still completely embarrassed, annoyed, and very disappointed at how FM portrayed that game, even though we had similar amount of chances and similar amount of possession. First thing we are going to do is just go look at the job security list here as well. There is nothing really in Spain that I can really go for here. Levante got relegated, so if we have a look here, I'm not going to go to a relegated side. I think we're going to have to wait for the managerial merry-go-round to go ahead here as well. So without further ado, there's not really a plan to this. This is just a hope that it sparks a movement. Unfortunately, we've got a few managers that have real note that have left that are unemployed at the moment. So, which is not much of what we can do there too. I'm just gonna go through this because that scouting was being done. If we have a look at the actual job centre itself, we have a look at head coaches. Guardiola's in charge here. There's a Spurs job which Guardiola's is in charge for. Roma's available as well. Rafael's the big manager there, but he's unemployed. It looks like everybody's unemployed. Toulouse have got Rafael. Bordeaux have got Jose Gonzalez, who's at Lyon. There's a few jobs available. Guardiola's the favourite there as well, and for Wolfsburg. There's so many jobs that Guardiola's available for and favourite for that surely someone from Spain moves. I'm happy to take anything and everything. I'm very shocked that we can't get a role. But yeah, look, this might be the first time in the Sabre we sit here and sim through and we might not have a job by the time the next season rolls around. Who knows? I'll see you guys when the job becomes available in Spain. Here we are, YouTube. What we've achieved, or what we wanted to achieve, is happening. We purposely resigned from Dortmund to get some jobs available. With that being said, the Dortmund job's available. Vieira's going there. Leipzig job became available. Guardiola's gone there. That's like the Spurs job available, which Jorge Marcel's going there. At the end of the day, Napoli's manager's now been poached. And well, Graham Potter, who's in charge of Atletico, has officially got wanted and has a bid in place for Napoli to take over. Which means that we could be at Atletico Madrid. Which could be huge. Because when that's a bid, that usually means they take. Because that's the bid. So we really hope that when we sim past here, this is us applying for the Atletico Madrid job. Another job became available in Spain. It was Zaragoza, who just stayed up, but decided to sack their manager for whatever reason. I'm not planning to go there, that is for sure. Now, Graham Potter, by the way, took over the Hippers job and got sacked from there. So, yeah. Thomas Tuchel is in talks to take over as Napoli manager as well, but didn't get the bid. So I really think that as long as this sims through, which this is taking an extra second longer than I thought, this is it. Here we go. See what happens here. It wasn't simming too much. I think the game was really having an issue getting past the 1st of July 2035, which it definitely shouldn't have. Alright. Has the job officially been taken? No, here we go. Job security, Atletico, this is us. Declare interest, apply for job, bang, thank you. Who was favourite for the job? Edouard wanted. There we go. Unavailable. Very good coaches, Edouard, actually. Hopefully you end up at Dortmund, mate. There we go. I want the post. Would be a leading candidate. 100%. There we are. And it's been received. Okay, guys. Next time we see each other is hopefully for the interview for the Atletico job. Potter's officially left to go to Napoli. We are trying to get to Atletico Madrid. YouTube, we've just done an interview for Atletico Madrid. The bookies have now made me favourites as well. A very short odds of 4-1. So you get $4 back for every dollar you put on. We've now moved into like even stronger if you look at the staff there as well. Now that we've done the interview, we moved to 11-10. So basically dead set certainty to get in there as well. The only other manager was an Argentinian manager who's not got nowhere near as much roundness and stats and what we do. We'll say that they were a little bit worried that I haven't handled the media and I send my assistant to too many stuff, but it is what it is. And they also weren't happy that I've applied for so many jobs, but we've got that in the balance. So hopefully now, next time we come back, we get to have a look at Atletico Madrid and me being in charge. I do want to highlight their squad here quickly as well before I cut away. We'll get that out of the way right now. Hopefully we do get there as well. Now, Tyrone's signed an extension, so that getting that job is probably not going to happen. Job security, we're up the top here. We've applied. We're ahead. They've got 132 mil in the balance. Great. He got guaranteed in the interview. They said we're going to get 44 mil to spend, which I would look to increase. The season's just ticked over, so that's fine. If you look at last season, they finished stages, and last year they finished in fourth on 68 points, a long way off Sevilla, Real Madrid and Barca. If you go to season preview for this season, they are predicted to finish fourth there. Average age of 28, but if you look at the actual starting 11 and the 5 at the back they've got, pretty old. A 33-year-old keeper, 33-year-old centre-back who is Piero, who is their best player, who's not bad, still use him to be fair. 25-year-old fullback, which we'd have to have a look at. 23-year-old DM, 34 and a 29-year-old with 34-year-old Sergio Dest, 35-year-old Joe Felix with a 27-year-old Rui Andre, who we would have a look at, a 35-year-old Ferran Torres with a 33-year-old Joe Pedro. I'm telling you right now, that's 4, one of these two, 5, 6, 7 guys, 7 of their starting 11 over the age of 30, most of them over the age of 32, 33, 34. So yeah, we would probably have to inject some youth into there. They have a hot prospect in this guy as well, but look, we'll leave to see if we get the job and the contract as well, but I'll be looking to wipe off the wage. Important thing about Spain, there is a wage cap. So you do have to register players within that wage cap. But obviously, the more sales you make, the more wage that becomes available. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on. They are in talks to sign Fernandez, that I'm not sure who that would be. But look, when we come back, hopefully it's us accepting a job for Atletico. If it's not, I honestly don't know where the next job in Spain is going to come available. We might be waiting for a while. The inevitable YouTube, Atletico have offered us a contract to replace Graham Potter. And well, look, I tell you what straight away, can I just say something? AC Milan's job became available. They said that I was linked to the job, but I dismissed it because I wanted the Atletico. Jurgen Klopp is the leading for that one. There is a world where I join Atletico and 3 weeks later, out of nowhere, Klopp leaves Madrid because why would he, for any apparent reason? But he leaves Madrid to go to AC Milan. There's a part of me that wants to wait just in case the Madrid job becomes available, because that would be mental. But we can't pass down the potential of working here at Atletico. Plus, I do like the challenge of being able to topple Barca and Real Madrid. It is true. For me, even though Guldenham's all about winning stuff, I want to have the opportunity to go a year and see what I can do. So let's do that. Start the negotiations here quickly. 3 years, 51k a week. Thank you very much. I'm not even going to bother with that. Let's go and welcome me into the job. Officially in charge of Atletico Madrid. And there we are. We are there as well. We're definitely going to be playing 4-2-3-1. Predicted to finish third. We just saw it's predicted to finish fourth there. They obviously have got a steep history. They're in the Champions League again this year, so I'll get the battle out in that as well. 44 mil is the transfer budget. They're predicting us to line up like that with a Jose Maria up front. That's not particularly great. But yeah, we'll see how we go. They'll predict me line up 4-2-3-1 like so. There as well. And I've got a loan out as well on this guy who is probably sellable. Let's go down the list and off we go. Next, schedule a press conference at every month. I will. Supporter update, pretty good there. You guys can pause and have a look at that if you want. Accept that as well. Now, first things first is as Ibrick left. Now, I wanted to sign this guy, but he might have gone to Newcastle by now. So my whole plan with loaning out Ibrick was for him to come to me with my next job. Newcastle come in and put him up for 21 mil, which is an absolute steal. So that is unfortunate. But look, let's go through and have a look at the team. Season preview. Still has me at fourth, but they're predicting me to play a 4-2-3-1 now. So look, let's go and have a look at this side and see what I can do. And let's have a look through this team. So they think I'm going to play this guy at 34, who looks pretty decent as a centre-back. To be fair, he's still a very good first division player. 4 stars a good first division player. That's maybe an issue. He's a leading first division player at 4 stars, so that's Piero. Let's go load in the 4-2-3-1. Heavy metal, 4-2-3-1, magic. Also just need to make sure that we have the cross more often. We do. Awesome, okay. So look, let's go and pick a squad here quickly and see what happens. Joe Pedro is one I want to have a look at, of course, as well. He is still rated as a good first division player with 4 star. Okay. Best role for Pedro is up front, they reckon. Who's doing this? Who's my assistant? How good are you? Assistant coach is Nuno. He's got good 17 judging ability, so that's good. Alright, so they reckon it's this. I'm going to get him to pick what way he thinks is my best 11 here. I don't think it's that. I'm going to pick it as... pick without restrictions. Might actually get him to pick best 11. Alright, they think it's that. Let's have a look here as well. That's what they think. Let's go through the list here. So they got Lucas Chivera, who's got one-on-ones that are not too bad. Predicted as a very good first choice keeper. Very consistent as well. And conceded 43 goals last year. And they've just signed him on a free from Everton. Don't mind that. 6'2", decent keeper. Being capped for I think that's a fair enough keeper to be picking up. Sergio Dest there as well. International praise. Tired from travelling. Wing back on attack. I think this is someone that is a decently good player, but someone that we probably look to get in as a backup there as well, which is fine. I think if we can get him as a backup, that's not bad. I'm actually going to remove all these guys from this list here, mainly because I want to see what's going on. This was their backup keeper last year, so we're just going to move him to spot number 12. And Radis is the other backup keeper. He's 19. He's very, very good. You will be the backup keeper, that is for sure. Alright, so Sergio Dest Air. They've got this guy in. He looks pretty decent as the ball-playing defender and defend. Good left foot, good right foot, fairly well-rounded. Flavis is not bad at 34. This is the guy that I would start for a year and then look to be a rotation next year, so that's okay. Obviously, Piero Hinicap's a very good player and one of our best players, so he obviously sticks around there as well. Alberto at left wing-back is slow. Good mentals, but slow. He's a good player, but I actually don't particularly like him. Fairly slow is what I would say. Very good mentals. Not the greatest technicals either. Like 12 marking, 13 tackling, physicals there. I actually don't think he's that good. So yet again, Sergio Dest, if he was a backup, is fine. Alberto, if he was a backup, is fine. 2 centre-backs are okay. Now, they're picking as Segundo Volante and Amut. Amut is a better deeper line playmaker and support. Good passing, good technique, good first touch, decently well-rounded. Is a good player. His best role is predicted as a deep and line playmaker and defender support. Apparently his best role is at 4-star somewhere, so one of these roles is 4-star. Looks decent. Think he's not bad. He's got a bit of an injury there. Tesso is a pretty good player, to be fair, at 29. Is a what's called a very good player here. His preferred role is deep line playmaker on support or defend. He also has Segundo Volante's ability, good marking, good passing, good tackling, fairly good physicals at 6'1". I actually think these 2 roles at the moment aren't too bad. Now, we've got a winger here called Sears, whose best role is out wide, fairly strong foot as well. Pretty good attacking inverted winger. I actually think he's better as an inside forward. 26 years of age, work not bad. Probably need a better inverted winger to be fair. So I actually think C is as much as he's decent. I might go there in there. Joe Felix in the hole looks still very good at what he does, obviously. Mental's not bad, physicals. Do think yet again that if he's the best one, we're going to put him in the hole as a backup player. This guy's been transfer listed. He's okay as a backup. Listed as surplus to requirements. I probably would sell, to be fair. It's not particularly the greatest, the Argentinian. Good player there. Think he's air. Let's put him here for now. So there with Felix in the hole with Sears. And Joe Pedro up front is still very elite. If anything, I think Joe Pedro is an inverted winger and inside forward on attack is probably the way to go here because he's so good out there. And I think that's where we're going to move Joe Pedro is going to probably be out wide on the left. Lacks a little bit of speed though, but I feel like he needs the speed as an advanced forward. Deep line forward on support, yeah, not bad, but in here, if anything, attacking midfield on support would actually probably be his best role. Creative still can get up and down, doesn't rely on the pace too much. I actually think we might move Joe Pedro into that role in the middle. Straight away, you see what the issue is. You've got, from just having a look at that team, a decent keeper, 2 good centre-backs, 2 decent midfielders, but hey, I wouldn't mind actually replacing both, and Joe Pedro in the hole. You're straight away going, oh, okay, Des not bad, Alberto not bad, Sears is air, Felix is going and getting old, and this guy's transfer listed. Let's have a look at the rest of the team. You got Bosco Sotalo here at 35. Yeah, he's pretty much gone. Ferran Torres as a backup is not the worst. So I think Ferran Torres as a backup isn't bad. I don't want to keep hold of him, to be fair, Ferran, because he's on 105k a week. But as a backup player and still got decent ability, I think he's not bad out there on the left as a backup. So Ferran Torres comes into there. This guy's being sold. Renny Andrada was predicted to be one of my better players. Decent anchor man. Deeper line playmaker and support. Can pass the ball and do okay. He, to me, is actually not a bad backup player for Season 1. Someone that can be as a backup player. So Rui Andrada probably comes in as one of the backup defensive midfielders. This guy here is a backup centre-back or right back or left back. I don't particularly see it. He's right-footed. He's decent up and down, but not enough pace. So I think he's going to be sold. Julio Fonts, 25 years of age, transfer listed, not that good either. So no. A 2.5-star player, he's a decent player. So that's not what you want when you're trying to challenge. Samir's air at centre-back. He's not particularly great either. So it's not a pretty good squad here. Draman and Zongo. Well-rounded, 20 aggression. I love it. Centre-back, but apparently can play centre-mid. 6'3". The only thing I will say about him is he's actually got okay stats, but he's not that great. If I can find better, that'd be great. Jose Maria's got a bit of an injury. Backup player, decently well-rounded. Has some potential. Don't even think he's that good either, to be fair. I will move him into the backup as a backup striker. Todovo there, he's not that good either. Could be backup left back, could be in the hole as a defensive midfielder. My Twitch chat just said it. There's a lot of average players here. Yeah. They're not that good. Wow, YouTube. We've picked up a pretty horrid squad. When we were at Monaco and we were pleasantly surprised with the squad, I look at this squad and go, there is a lot that needs to be worked on. It definitely is. If Alberto and Sergio Des are backups for the year, that's fine. Same with Andrada. Sears, if he's a backup for the year, so be it. That's okay. Felix, not bad as well. He's a regular starter. I just don't see what your best role is, mate. Best role might actually be in here. Taking midfielder on support. Actually don't mind him as an attacking midfielder on support, to be fair. Good passing, good vision, good technique, good off the ball, good composure. Think that's your best role, is in the hole. I don't think you're a winger with the lack of pace that you have. And he also has got decent finishing too. A poor man's Manuzzi when you come to look of it. So I reckon if you looked at the team, Joe Pedro goes out on that side, sees through the middle. Still means we need backups. None of these guys get in. Okay, let's go and have a look at the backups. No one of note. There is a guy with 2.5-star abilities here, though, which we'll have a look at. Under 19s, anyone with note, there is a 16-year-old winger called Campo, who we've seen, who is an inverted winger on the right. I would say he's better as an inside forward, to be fair, with passing and technique and acceleration and that. It's a pretty big gamble to move this guy to the senior squad straight off the way. But actually, from what I've seen, there's not much around. So I'm going to move him in there, make him available for the 19s for now. But at the moment, if I don't make any signings, Campo's actually in there as the backup right winger. So, and he's not bad. Let's go back to the 19s here. There's a Leandro Barros Silva who's not that bad. And then it lanes off from there. Atletico B team. This is where we need to look at ability here. Anyone with potential? There's a couple guys out there. Pedro Minguez, air. Manuel's a striker, backup, air. Galdala's a backup, no. This guy's a backup on a youth contract, definitely not. Domenico's an Italian with a attacking midfield ability. He's okay. I think we have to look by ability. So we have an attacking midfield called Dribbray. Yeah, you will do. He's not too bad called Dribble, Kumari. Good ability on dribbling, good first touch, good flair, good determination, good off the ball. Decent, I would say. As an attacking midfielder on support, not bad. As a backup, decent first division player, will improve a lot over time. I think especially in season 1, where it's just going to be solely about who cares about what happens in Champions League, just finish inside the top 4, make Champions League so we keep our job. I think Dribble on low wages is someone we keep around and see if he develops. I think straight away you're working on his passing ability when he comes back from training here. Passing. Yeah, and double the intensity, and you move him straight into the Atletico squad. And I think he's your backup. Dribble is your backup player here, which makes me go Jose Maria out, who would sold, Torres up front, and Felix will be on that side there. As an inside forward or inverted winger, still with lack of pace. Joe Felix ain't going to get many minutes for me. Still a regular starter, I don't see that. So that's Dribble. Let's see who else we got here, YouTube. This episode has lagged on a little bit, but that's generally how this goes. So we've got a guy here who's 25 and is an attacking midfielder. He's got good mentals. He's got decent physicals, decent technicals, can't really passable. Listed and wanted by Valladolid. Probably okay to go. This guy's a backup striker. He's not that great. Oscar Cruz, not that great. Manuel, air. So yeah, straight away I look at that team and go, look at the squad and squad registration just out of curiosity. We've got 900k worth of wage that we can spend, which is not too bad there as well. So he doesn't need to be registered as Fernando Campo. The rest do. Dribble is one that I look at and go, he's probably worth keeping around. Which makes me yet again go, if Dribble's in there, what in the world do you do with Joe Felix? Because I don't think he really fits anything else bar the attacking midfielder roles. Guess you could put him out here and just shove him out there out wide. Makes me yet again think maybe Joe Felix has to start in the hole here. Sears yet again now becomes sellable. It's a bit of a weird one there. Sears is not a bad footballer though. Interesting. I think at the moment it's a bit older, but yeah. Look, that's a squad that is really, really off-putting. Thought we had a lot better there. A lot of guys in the first team candidates moved to the first team. I don't think this guy's any good and is wanted. Don't think this guy's any good and is listed. Don't think he's any good, but if his potential is okay. Yeah. Right. Not the greatest at all. We've got 44 million to spend. Mateus Fernandez rejected our contract. I'm happy he did because it's another attacking midfielder that we do not need. Any clauses that we can sell? 43 league appearances. You can get 3.9 million from Godkale right now. They sold him for 37 mil. Yeah, 530k for that. We get a bit of money there, 3.97 if we do that as well. Interesting. All right. Well, weird squad. We need a striker. We need a right back. We need a left back. We need an attacking winger. And we need an advanced playmaker. Or an advanced forward. This is going to be fun. Be interesting to see what sort of team we can build here. But that's going to be your episode. I'm very happy with that as well. At least we got the Atletico job, which is quite reputable. But I really think we're in trouble this season for now. with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Enjoy the night. Give the episode a like. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.